Hello, and welcome to the Something Silly Stupid Show. I'm your host, Audra Johnson, here with my guest today, Danny Cologne. So, Danny, tell us, why are you here?
Hello.
Why are you sitting in my chair? Why are you on my set? What makes you so important and special?
Well, I am a second year at the Fashion Institute of Technology.
Oh, yay.
I own a vintage store called Electrix Vintage, and that's my vibe.
Oh, that's your vibe? That's only your vibe? You don't do anything
That's
else?
quite literally it. After all of those things, I'm far too tired to do anything else, and I go to bed.
Okay, boring. But so tell us more about your vintage store, Electrix.
Yes, so it started in 2020 in New Jersey. I was a child who was bored during quarantine and had no money, so I started reworking and reselling clothes. They all sold out. Then we had a retail store, and then we moved the retail store into a showroom in Brooklyn, and that's where we are right now.
Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about that transition from originally starting in New Jersey and then going to Brooklyn and like all the hardships that you found there and just how that general vibe was.
Yeah, so it was interesting because going from like retail in a small beach town to like a showroom in Brooklyn is like a very different audience, but weirdly they both kind of worked. I feel like the high school experience of having this store definitely prepared me for balancing college with this, which is like the thing I'm most grateful for overall, but I'm happy that I'm here now because that was always the intention.
Yeah, learning how to manage like that work, school, lifestyle balance. Like it can be a lot. But recently I saw that you had a runway show and a little bit of a party there. And so with everything that's been going on and managing your business, how did you put together a whole runway show last minute for New York Fashion Week?
Yeah, so we got the offer 12 days before. For context, our one before that, we planned for probably 4.5 months. So this one was very interesting in that we had to pull together all of the looks, production, employee, like models, everything within that time, which when you first start starting school is not something that you want to be doing. And I was just losing my mind, but we got through it and it ended up being amazing. The party was at Maxwell Social. We had a whiskey sponsor and I can't even drink, so I just watched people drink on my card. And yeah, that was the vibe.
That must have been so disappointing.
I've said vibe.
Seeing the charges on the card and then not even being able to partake in any of the fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a sponsor.
Oh, well then that's all fine.
Thank you, Great Jones Distillery.
Well then we're all fine.
But yeah.
Do you think Mr. Bugs here would have been invited?
Is he 21?
Well, considering that his show started in the 50s,
right.
I think he's a little bit
Yeah,
of age.
so I mean, if he like put a fit on, I think he could get in.
You think he could get in?
Yeah, my bouncer was named Ami, shout out. I think he would be down. Can I hold him?
No. Yes, of course. Here, feel free.
Okay. Ah! Okay. This is my new manager, you guys. This is my first hire.
Okay, so he's also the one who's going to help you with the photo shoots. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, this is my newest model. We started doing photo shoots when I first moved to New York, and it was kind of out of, it was kind of just because I wanted to, but then I think because clothing that I'm selling is under $65, and there's such a stigma around secondhand overall, and vintage being like, ew, that's gross, it's cheap, da-da-da. I feel like photo shoots make it elevated so that everybody can kind of experience that everyday luxury, but not have to pay $1 million for vintage like everywhere else in New York. That was not shade. I'm just saying factually.
Instead of paying $230 for a jacket, you actually get to wear clothes that are, you know, cute, trendy, and fun.
Exactly.
And not blow your bank account at the same time.
That's basically the intention. I'm selling to someone like myself who's in college, busy. When I would go shopping, I want to actually buy things, not just look at them. And it's all curated so you can just, everything will be something that you maybe like.
Maybe, possibly,
allegedly.
perchance, allegedly.
I mean, basically, my job is based around me being right.
Okay.
Which is a really good ego boost, honestly.
And what happens if you're wrong?
Well, then I lose money.
Okay, well, nobody wants that, especially in this economy.
No.
Am I right? That's just I mean, in this economy, that's just showbiz, baby. What are you gonna do? You know, you gotta have that gabagool.
Facts.
Yeah, you know, but anyway, do you have any upcoming events or other things that you would like to share with the class, perchance?
Actually, I have my first ever Rhode Island pop-up shop at Folk Vintage, hashtag plug. It's across from the Nitro Bar, if we're familiar. They're really popular on TikTok.
No, I've never heard of them in my life.
Oh. Well, basically, Folk Vintage, it's in Newport, Rhode Island. It's right by my brother's college, lit. I love the vintage there. I genuinely discovered it on my own organically, and 2 days later, they organically followed me on Instagram.
Organically?
Like they did not know me. We did not have a conversation. It just happened. This is literally fate.
Organically.
And then organically.
Organically.
Yes.
Organically.
And then I DM'd. I was like, hey, girl. And then now we're doing it. And we also have a studio pop-up shop on the 16th.
Oh.
So like a little, basically like a showroom or styling pole, but for anybody, 12 to 4.
Okay.
You coming?
I don't know. Am I invited?
Actually, it's like public, so you can just like walk.
Oh, well, considering the fact that I'm just a cryptid who likes to emerge during the dark moon, I don't know if I'll be available.
I can send
my
you.
schedule.
I can send a courier pigeon.
Okay. Like to the dark woods?
Yeah.
Do you think it could find my den, perchance?
I can send like a wolf as well.
I like that.
Like a
idea.
dire wolf
Then I
to
might
come
show
get
up,
you.
but I have a few hauntings that evening that I have to attend to.
Okay.
So I might just be like a
Well, no, we could just do like a 15-minute press, come in,
Okay.
take a picture.
Take a picture. I start crawling around on all fours.
Honestly,
like
it would be an
you know?
honor. Oh, yeah. I mean, it would be an honor just like press-wise for PR.
Okay.
I would love that.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'll consider it. I'll get in touch with my clients that I'm gonna
Get
be
your
working
people
with.
in touch with my people.
Get your people in touch with my people, and then maybe, just maybe, you'll be lucky enough. But so, what's your favorite design that you've ever done? I'm curious.
Well, actually, that actually has 2 answers.
Okay.
Do you mean design like one of our graphic designs, or designs like one of our looks for a runway show?
No, you got me thinking.
Oh,
Runway
no, I
show.
clocked you.
Okay, no, you didn't. I was prepared, actually. I was really prepared for
Oh,
that.
okay, okay.
Runway show.
Runway show, I would say maybe our first or last look, and that's really cheesy. Sorry.
Wow. Really
the look might have
basic.
flashed before your eyes already, but it was this trench coat with 2 button-ups layered under it, and it had jeans that when you rolled them up, they had like a fleece flannel lining that matched the inside of the trench. It was just like the
Kinda
whole
comfy and
thing was
warm.
so. It was my first look I put together, and it was just the best one, in my opinion. And I was with my mom at the time because I sourced in New Jersey, so we were like putting it together. And we're like, yes, like that's it. Like, oh my god! And I finally like that gave me the confidence to actually finish the runway show. That whole styling for all those 30 looks took 8 hours.
Whoa. 8 hours that you'll never get back. No, I'm kidding.
Nope, never.
But it's so cool to see everything just come together and like that feeling where it's like everything is crazy and stupid, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's here. Everything paid off. It went by in a flash, but it also took like 5 years at the same time.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that feeling. So during the runway show when you saw everything just like first look to come out, what was that first feeling?
It was crazy. I mean, it was my 4th show I've done historically.
Okay.
So it was something I'm familiar with at this point, but it was also just like really cool because it was so many more people than I've ever expected. And
You see this?
Yeah.
You see this?
Oh.
Sip it. I've heard enough.
Oh.
You're done. You're literally done.
No, yeah, like no problem.
No, it's fine. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe, share with your mother. And if, in case I don't see you, good afternoon and good evening and good night. Oh, but wait, I'm not done. Where can people find you?
Electrixvintage.com, at Electrix Vintage, on literally everything. Please buy my clothes to keep these lights on, these ones. Thank you.
You're not welcome.